On the new at 5, educating students with special needs is not only challenging, it's also costly.
And lawmakers are being urged to make special education a priority. Your chief political reporter, Susan Raff, live at the state office building where action may be taken on a few bills. Susan.
That's the hope, Aaron. In fact, school districts say they're overwhelmed, that there is no doubt that trying to educate those students with special needs is expensive. They say it costs a lot to hire paraprofessionals. They don't have enough resources. And they say one of the largest costs is transportation.
Absolutely, our goal is to make sure children have their needs met.
Most would agree special education is reaching a crisis, but can lawmakers find a solution?
One of the things we heard over and over from districts is that the spending is outpacing the investment and the increased funding that's coming from the state.
One proposal is to look at what schools are spending on specific things. More oversight.
These costs are just ballooning year after year. It costs $8,000 more for each people who we outplace than it did just 4 years ago.
Another would address the cost of transportation with a $50 million grant. Schools send special needs students to other schools because they lack the necessary programs. Another proposal would let schools apply for grants to create programs to help more students stay in their schools.
We need to have robust in-district services for kids, but when you're talking about kids with very, very high needs, I think it's very hard to imagine we're never going to go all the way.
Now, House Republicans say we shouldn't rush into anything when it comes to special education. However, time is running out. This is the last week for bills to make it out of committee if they are going to go anywhere this legislative session. The plan right now for the Special Education Committee is to vote on these proposals this Friday. Your chief political reporter, Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News, live in Hartford tonight.